What's up, you guys? In 2023, Snap-on released this brand new locking mechanism for their ratchets. I was stoked, a lot of technicians were stoked, but having owned this for now roughly 7 months, I gotta answer the question, does it suck? Really quick before I start answering the question whether this sucks or it's the best thing since sliced bread, I want to tell you guys on how you can support the channel. So my name's Raymond and I run a small business on Etsy that sells stickers to mechanics and tradesmen in general, or magnets for their toolbox. I find it pretty fun. These are just small designs. I know you can't really see them, but if it's something you're interested in, link is in the description to the store, and that's how you can help out this channel if you choose to do so. So with that being said, what makes this ratchet so different than the prior generation? Back then, they used to have a push button, which kind of sucked because when you were getting into an engine bay, sometimes they would push the button and disengage your lock and, well, your ratchet head would be flopping, which really sucked. I mean, it didn't happen all the time, but when it happened, it was a little bit annoying. I was really hoping that this would combat Matco's locking flex head because I do have their ratchet, and I gotta say, while I love the gears on this one, it's just so much smoother. Let's see if you can hear it. Yeah, while it's so much smoother, it just feels better having the snap-on ratchet. I don't know if it's the grease they use in here or just their paws in general for the ratchet mechanism, but overall, these ratchets just feel so smooth and it's like butters in here. I know it sounds stupid, but it's the truth. But I gotta say, while this thing is buttery smooth, is the locking mechanism better than Matco's? Well, after 6 to 7 months, I gotta tell you, no, it isn't. For whatever reason, my locking flex head is actually pretty loose. Not annoyingly loose where it's gonna be floppy, but every now and then, if I'm just using it for extended periods of time, it will come out of the locking position and flap a little bit. Is it the worst thing in the world? No, it's never really pissed me off. It's just kind of been one of those moments where you're like, oh, I gotta fix this. But if you're one of those guys that has to have everything working 100% of the time, every single time, then hey, maybe this ratchet might not be for you if you are only looking for it because of its locking mechanism. So as far as the mechanism goes, I would say this is trying very hard to compete with Matco, and Matco's design is just, for whatever reason, just a little bit better. This is slick. I gotta admit, it feels really nice going into each and every crevice. But the problem is that while it is smooth, every now and then it does pop out of its locking position and you're stuck with a floppy head. But granted, this head isn't very floppy to begin with, so it's not like it's loose. You probably will still be able to do whatever it is you wanted to. It's just a little annoying having to go back just to fix this. So as far as the gears go, it's still their 80 tooth ratchet. And I gotta say, I mean, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So this ratchet comes with the comfort grip. Some people don't like it. They like more of the hard handle, which I'm not a big fan of the hard handles, but honestly, they've kind of grown on me. Now that most of my ratchets have this soft grip, there's something about that old school feel to the classic hard handles that, you know, it's just cool once you get into it. But I got a feeling it's more of an acquired taste, and the longer you've been a mechanic, the more you realize, oh, I can clean these handles way easier than you can with these rubber grips. Now the only reason this thing's so clean is because, well, I actually cleaned it for this video, but I have put a little bit of dents into it. It's nothing too crazy. I do like to take care of my stuff if I can, so it'll last a good while. Now I know this is lifetime warranty, so I shouldn't have to worry about that kind of stuff, but I don't really like asking these dealers for warranty. It seems like it's hit or miss depending on your dealer. Some will warranty your stuff, no questions asked, and others will just drag their feet and make it a real problem as if you're begging them for something after you gave them all your money. So far after 7 months, I really haven't had any issues with this ratchet. I have put some pretty mean torque into this thing, and one time it did skip. I don't know if I was in between teeth or something, but it did slip just a little bit. It was kind of annoying. I went to my rep and I don't know, he was dragging his feet saying, oh, well, I have to order the part, which translates to, I don't think anything's wrong with that ratchet. So who knows? Maybe it was just a freak thing. He inspected it, didn't find anything wrong, but whatever. It is kind of annoying that sometimes it's almost like you have to beg just to get a warranty on something that is supposed to be lifetime warranty. So while Snap-on is cool, sometimes it's a gamble on what kind of rep you have. So if you were to ask me if this is worth picking up in 2024, knowing what I know now, I would say if you care about the locking mechanism, go Mako. If you care about the overall quality of the Ratchet and how it feels and how it handles, then I say Snap-on. Personally, can these things fail? I'm sure they can. But overall, so long as you're using the right tool for the right job, I think you're going to be just fine with whichever Ratchet you end up choosing. And those are my thoughts on whether you should pick up the locking flex head Ratchet from Snap-on. Personally, if I had any idea on whether they were coming out with a new design, I would wait for that just so they can perfect what's going on here. But then again, this is leaps and bounds better, in my opinion, compared to the old push button type. So if you feel like supporting the channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. Comment, what do you think about this Ratchet? Do you have it? Do you want it? Which one is your favorite for an extended reach? And if you're looking for any stickers or magnets for your toolbox, I do make them and sell them on Etsy if you're interested in that. Link is in the description down below. And with that said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.